My husband didn't quit to help me adapt to a new country and support me. Unfortunately, he did it to be all day long in front of a computer and neglected me. That's why, among other things, going to the couples retreat was very important to try and save our marriage. Keep watching Last Resort Season 2 to see how it goes for us. Now, Jasmine also posted this as well. The impact of the pornography, as you can see. Damage to the brain, damage on mental health, healing on recovery. What are the effects of pornography addiction? So here's the thing, because she came out with this post in particular, and trust me, there's more to come as well, Gino decided to jump in the comment section and let his thoughts be known, where he says, this is not true whatsoever. Jasmine is lying about me sitting in front of computer all day neglecting her. I manage my investments, read news, etc. In the mornings, while I drink my coffee, she is on her phone much more than I'm on my computer in any given day. And she is the one who neglects me, and a good example of that is she stopped going to the gym with me and started taking Ubers by herself. Wait, Gina was going to the gym? Am I supposed to believe that? I mean, like, let's be for real. Was he? But anyway, we continue. I was suggesting to drive with me and let's work out together. We did it for only 4 months or so. Now, there's more that Gino had to say. That's not where it stopped. He continues. He has a response to someone by saying, but not denying the pornography addiction. He says, the porn addiction is a lie also to cover up the real issue, which is how she treated me, my friend. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So this is what Gino had to say in response. But this is not just the only post that Jasmine had to obviously put out there. But before we move on forward, though, the question is, though, is Gino on his computer because generally he's watching the market? You know, is it because he's obviously got investments that he obviously needs to watch? If that's the case, then fair enough. But why would Jasmine not be aware of that? Or is she aware of that but still wants to lie on his name? That is very interesting. It's like their communication is that bad that Jasmine doesn't understand the simple fact that he needs to be on it for work purposes. Or is the fact that Gino has not told her, because honestly, it doesn't make sense why she would throw him under the bus for neglecting her to be on his computer if he's on his computer for something that actually benefits them both financially. And we know how Jasmine loves that money. Interesting. Poor communication has per usual with these two. But that is not just the end of it. More happened, okay, when it came down to it. Jasmine also then came out by saying this as well. I'm glad you got to see in between the sheets how my husband constantly bullies me about my looks. It was the first time he dared to do it in front of cameras, but I'm glad he did, because that's my reality every day behind doors. I'm not playing the victim, just speaking my truth. From mocking my body and laughing at it to express he dislikes how I look physically. Unfortunately, I've come to have peace with my body and I embrace it just as it is. You know what, though, is so crazy about this stuff? How can Gino be commenting about Jasmine's appearance when his appearance isn't exactly the best of the best, is it now? I mean, the guy doesn't look after himself. And to be fair with you, I hope that this information isn't necessarily true, because it'd be a damn shame that this man is more than happy to put his wife down when she's already down. And when I say she's already down, look at it this way. Look at Jasmine. This is not the same Jasmine that we saw when she first came on our screens. Her face has changed quite a lot since then, and so has her body to a certain degree. Her body has changed more to the fact that she has allegedly, according to Gino, butt implants that are upside down. Whether that is true or not, I don't know. But that's what obviously he's saying, okay? Which is not a very nice thing to say about it's not a nice thing to disclose this information about your partner to the public anyway, or to anyone in general. Because if that's the case, listen, like, yo, you don't need to throw under the bus by talking about it as if it's a joke or as if it's something that's a-okay. You know, so Gino definitely is not doing his job or doing his responsibility as a man, as a husband, to make sure that his woman feels reassured and within her own skin. Now, granted, us men, we can reassure women as much as we want, but if they already are paranoid about their own body or do have some form of dysmorphia, yeah, it's definitely a long day to try and give them that reassurance. In fact, it becomes draining as well. I've been in that situation, and I could never do it again. Fellas, trust me, always be with a woman that already appreciates who she is, because if she doesn't, it's a long day for you, buddy. But it doesn't mean that if you choose to be with somebody like that, it doesn't mean that you should therefore then put them down. you have to then obviously do your best to reassure them as much as possible and try and get them as much support and help as they need as well, if possible, okay? But the question is though, do we believe that this is what Gino does? Because right now we've got Gino saying that she's lying about everything. Meanwhile, Jasmine is now adding more fuel to the fire. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Now, I do know as well there was another post regarding to confirm. Here we go. This is the one itself in particular. Now, if you see in this post here, it does say that Gino confirms that the doctor who did Jasmine's butt implants put them in upside down. I mean, honestly, like I said before, whether this information is true or not, it's quite savvy and careless for him to say that, you know, one, on TV for the public to hear, and two, just to people who don't have anything to do with your relationship. Like, is Gino really that insecure in his own life that he feels the need that he needs to throw his own woman under the bus? Like, let's make it make sense, because this is absolutely ridiculous behavior, okay? Well, you folks let me know exactly what you're thinking down below. In particular, as far as I am concerned, Gino is somebody that really needs to think about what he wants to do with himself moving forward in this relationship. Because here's the thing, if he truly believes that Jasmine is out here lying on his name, well, then there's only one thing that he needs to do, and that is to leave her, because no one should be in a relationship with somebody who they feel is lying on their name. But also on the other side, no one should be in a relationship with somebody who puts them down based on their physical appearance or even puts them down mentally. Nor should they be with somebody who they feel neglects them to be on a device that they assume this person is doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. Okay? Because they look at it this way, if your partner is not sleeping with you but is more than happy to whip out the computer, whip out the lotion, and do the madness, boy, yeah, that's some demoralizing shit right there. To be honest with you, all these things, in my opinion, all of them are absolutely nothing but deal breakers. So the question is, why are these two still coming back on TV to display their stupid ass freaking relationship that clearly is not working? And to be honest with you, there's a chance that their relationship is probably over anyway, but they just come back just to be on TV because I guess they're both two losers who just need to have that fame. Yeah, I said it. The question is, folks, let me know exactly what you are thinking down below. Do you believe that Gino should walk away from Jasmine because she's lying on his name according to him? Or and also in the same conversation, do you believe Jasmine should leave Gino because she says that this man is not doing anything to basically make her feel good? He's doing everything but the opposite. Okay? And also, let's not forget though, in the most recent episode just gone, we learned that Jasmine definitely has been, you know, taking Uber rides to be at the gym with a male, and she's definitely been staying around another man's apartment. Even though she told Gino it was a woman, we all saw the phone call at the end too. So there is also the question of this, because Gino is not making Jasmine happy, which is clear, is she now pretty much enjoying life elsewhere? Has infidelity now entered the chat? Well, if you ask me, I'll probably say yeah. But nonetheless though, you let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, wait, hold on a minute. But let's not forget though, Jasmine is definitely somebody that does like to have male attention, because even throughout the duration that she's been with Gino, she has also entertained her so-called ex, Dane. Okay, she's now moved to America, and now she's also found another male companion. Why is it that Jasmine always needs to have a man in her life that is not Gino? That's another thing that also needs to be looked into. So the question is, Gino, are you okay to be with somebody that when they were in Panama, they happily wanted to move? They moved next door to somebody who was their so-called ex, the apartment that you paid for, and then now she's finally in America living in the apartment that you still pay for, or the house you pay for, but she's now spending time with some other dude at the gym or wherever or staying in his place. That needs to be looked into, because that obviously therefore tells you, Gino, that you're clearly not good enough for her, or at least not enough for her, in terms of the fact that she still needs other men in her life, whether it's in Panama or it's in Michigan. Oh boy, I just realized that one itself in particular. That is crazy. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.